When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime, girl. What you got cooking? He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Foster's alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime, hero. What you got cooking? Yeah.
Welcome to What You Got Cooking?
Pizza episode here
Oh,
today.
pizza episode. I'm Chris Foster.
I'm Josh Whitfoot. We're here at Trinity Lutheran School again in the kitchen area. We're going to be showing you how to make a couple of pizzas here.
Homemade pizza, homemade dough.
Homemade dough.
Homemade dough, pal.
Yeah.
All right, well, basically the dough is actually a real easy thing to make. You're going to get yourself some flour, bread flour. It's an important thing. You don't need all-purpose flour. Bread flour is actually the best for pastries. Some bread flour, some yeast, some olive oil, some salt, and some water. And you can look up recipes online or in magazines depending on how many crusts you need. Today we used enough to make 3 crusts because we're going to do 3 different pizzas. All right, so basically we've got this all rolled out, and I'm going to make a deep dish style. And Josh, why don't you show them what you're...
We're going to be making a regular run-of-the-mill kind of pizza here. You know, just pepperoni, straight kind of thing you'd get at a if you'd ordered out. And we're going to be making a barbecue chicken pizza.
I can't wait for that one.
It's going to be great.
That's delicious. This
Here
barbecue chicken.
Here we have it here. I already got mine all rolled out and everything. We're going to throw it, right on the pan, get it ready for baking. After I get it in the pan, we're going to throw it in the oven. We're going to throw all 3 in the oven, all the crusts, and just have them kind of set up a little bit so we can start putting the toppings on.
Now you, when you're putting it on a tray, we got some semolina here, which kind of gives the crust a different type of texture on the bottom, and it also kind of helps prevent sticking to the tray.
To the tray.
Yeah.
Makes cleanup a little bit easier there.
Yep. And so basically, while I struggle to fit this into the deep dish, we'll keep putting it in there.
And as we were talking about just a minute ago, actually, you're going to want to poke some holes in the crust, allow for some, a little bit of air to get through, and help the crust cook evenly.
That way you don't have big puffed up crust. I got to roll this out, and so it'll fit in there nice and thin. Dough's real tricky. You got to get on it real fast, otherwise it starts to get tough to shape, as witnessed here.
What we did, though, when we put the dough together, we mixed all the ingredients, obviously, made it into until it was real elastic, and let it set for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Get some rising action.
And beat it down, let it sit again for a little while. And then you're ready to go. It just takes about a half hour of prep time. And I think I'm about ready. Gonna poke some holes in it real quick. And Chris, you got that deep dish going on?
Little technical difficulties. This is some real troublesome dough.
Oh man,
it's got a lot of bombast in it.
Bombast.
A lot of bombast. This dough. Like I said, as soon as you make this, you want to shape it. We made this before the show, so it sat for a little bit, and that's when the toughness comes in.
Deep dish, Chicago style favorites.
Yeah, deep dish. You got downtown restaurants like Uno's, Gino's East. Real great Chicago style. We don't really like New York here.
No.
Thin crust, big sloppy, greasy. We don't like greasy pizza.
Oh no. But, I'm going to roll out this other one real quick for the barbecue chicken pizza.
This is something else here. This dough. So if there's any holes in the dough, like I've experienced here, you can patch it up. Nobody's going to rate your dough the way it looks. So basically, it's just a big stretch for the the dough here. So what else we got today, Josh?
Well, we're going to be cooking up some cheese sticks in a little while.
Oh.
And we're going to make a beautiful garlic sauce.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh,
Made
tasty.
some homemade baguette last night that we'll put this garlic sauce on. All right, so I finally got this dough good. And a little trick of the trade to get this to cook good is you want to put foil over the top of this here and then give some weight to it. So just stack a bowl like that and it'll keep the shape, get your nice deep dish shape. All right, well, why don't you hand me that, that tray. I'll throw them in the oven.
All right.
That tray.
This one? All right.
So we got the oven on 425, and we'll leave them in there probably about 10 minutes. All right, next up we're gonna do this garlic cream sauce. And basically, I'll grab this real quick and show you what's going on. Basically, what you wanna do is you wanna start out with a little bit of cube of fat, butter, and just kind of start it melting it. Get some oven working here. There we go. Okay. And right here I got some shallot, which we're going to put in first, and then I got some cut up garlic, and that's going to start the basics here.
On top of this, we're going to be making the garlic sauce right now, right, Chris?
Oh yeah.
The real tasty, real tasty.
So you're going to make the roux then. The roux is actually what makes it thick. It's what holds everything together. And how you do that is take a nice sized chunk of butter, melt that down, and then match the amount of butter with flour. Stir it together, and it'll kind of look like a little bit of dough. And so that'll look real, it'll be real cool.
This one
there you go.
right here.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, my shallots, I'm going to start sweating these.
All right.
Get them all in there. I love shallots.
Oh, it's good. Oh,
Yeah, we'll put the garlic in there
stuff.
too. All right. So now we've got our shallots and garlic sweating, and you just want to go till you can kind of see through the shallots and you can smell the garlic. And you want to take some white wine and just fill it up. About a quarter, just enough so that everything's underneath it, and then kind of blast your heat, and you want to reduce the wine until it's completely dried up. And then
I think we're about ready for the flour and the
definitely
butter area here. You tell me when.
Oh, a lot more than that, Bill.
Yeah.
There you go. A little bit more. A little bit more.
All right.
Actually, just put a handful in there. There you go. And we'll do one more handful.
One more handful?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so now we've got our roux, which kind of, like I said, it kind of looks like pastry here.
Oh, yeah.
And what we'll do now is we'll add in some milk and kind of heat up the milk just a little bit. And that way you're preventing separation. Yeah, give me some, Pill. Oh, bombastic.
All right.
I love it. All right, so I want to turn our flame down a little bit. We don't want to boil the milk. If anything, we want to simmer it. Just when you start seeing the bubbles.
Smell that wine and that garlic. Just,
Heavenly.
oh.
Absolutely heavenly. All right, so we'll let that sit, and we'll let that sit. And, oh, you know what? While we're doing that, do a little pinch of lemon in with the wine there. Gives it a great citrusy flavor. Oh, it smells delicious.
It's the bombast of the senses.
It really attacks your senses. It makes you completely aware of what's going on back there.
Smells great.
Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll check on our crust and mix together our white sauce, and we'll throw the pizzas together after this short little break.
Toss out that old baloney, now you're working overtime, hero. What you got cooking? Yeah.
There are a variety of different awards and nominations for different things, and One of the greatest programs right now is called Read for a Lifetime, and it's a high school program that's sponsored by the state to help high schoolers read. And when they do succeed, it's a great thing they can put on their college applications. One of the books on this list this year is called How to Build a House by Dana Reinhardt. In this story, we follow the summer of Harper, who has left her family at home with a mess of trouble. Her father's getting divorced, and she has to start her whole life all over again at the age of 17. And we follow her on her trip to Tennessee to help a variety of Habitat for Humanity to help build a house for a family that was a victim of a tornado. While she's there, she finds new friendships and meets a new boy named Teddy. And she learns the importance of being honest with herself and being honest with others. Check this one out today, How to Build a House.
What you got cooking? Yeah.
All right, we are back. The crust is done, the white sauce. I'm gonna mix it together now. And this is kind of where it becomes kind of tricky. You gotta temper in the milk and the roux into the garlic and shallots, yeah. Otherwise you get issues.
We'll stir up that, the heat's already going.
Yeah.
While Chris is getting that all together, I'm going to show you how to make some cheese sticks. We'll be using the 3-step breading process. We have our mozzarella string cheese right here, and just going to put it right in the flour. We seasoned it up a lot, and we're going to go right to the egg mixture, and then into the breadcrumbs.
And actually, I want to make that a little bit more milky.
The roux, the mixture there.
The sauce. Okay. So then what we want to do is the same thing we did with the roux. You just want to bring this up to a little simmer so it all coagulates. Some coagulation there. All right. So, like I said, we'll bring that to a minor simmer.
Just gotta let that thicken up, huh?
Oh yeah.
Cook down a little bit.
And then what we plan to do is actually, we're going to toast up some of this bread here, this baguette bread, and then we'll just go ahead and smear it on there. And we'll have a bombastic garlic bread right there.
All right.
So basically, you just put the seasoning in the flour as opposed to the breadcrumbs, right? That way you're locking it in here. And then you go for the egg, and then you go for the.
You got that inner layer of flavor too. The breadcrumbs go on the outside, so you're not just getting a little tease on the outside. You're getting the full sort of expression there.
And actually, I'll fire up the oil in the back.
Oh, get ready to fry them up.
Get ready to fry those bad boys up. Okay. Let me continue cutting this bread, and then we'll check on our pizza dough.
Bread looks fantastic.
It's real good. It's delicious. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Okay. So now we got our bread going here. You got the cheese sticks going.
Yeah, I'm double breading them up a little bit. I'm doing the process twice. It is mozzarella, so it's going to melt, kind of get a little messy on the pan.
Yeah, you want to. That's why when you're going to deep fry them, you want your oil piping hot. Because if you put them in there, if that oil gets under 350 degrees, oil's going to start seeping into the cheese stick itself, and it's going to melt this. And it's just going to be a big mess. So you want to keep that flame going, and you want that oil hot. So I'd give it about a 10-minute preheat on the oil.
Fry it up and lock in the tastiness of the mozzarella.
Yes. So what'd you put in this flour here? Let's give these some ideas here.
Right in the flour, I know we both love garlic.
Oh.
So I added some garlic
Goes
powder
without saying.
and some garlic salt. I added some white pepper. Give it a little bit of extra flavor there.
Yeah, white pepper has a different taste to it than black pepper. A lot of people aren't big on white pepper, but
I know we're big fans of pepper here
Pepper.
too. On what you got cooking.
love pepper.
I don't know about the crew, but I know we love it.
Yes. Peppers are delicious things. We got these cheese sticks here. I'll give you a hand.
All right.
And then Actually, I'll throw them all in there. I'm gonna check on the crust. We got one of the crusts done here, and I'll show you the color. Josh makes a mean shaped crust, but you know what? It gives it that at-home feel. When it's perfect, it kind of, takes away from the fun. But you just want it to be a little bit crispy on top, a little browning, and then you can go ahead and dress it up, which we'll do in the next segment.
I mean, anybody can order out, pick up a pizza. Anybody can use a phone, and we're showing you the healthier way to do it, and gives you a little something to do too, a little pride.
Get you into the kitchen. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so basically you'll finish up the cheese sticks, and when we come back, we'll fry up the cheese sticks. We'll show you the bread, and we'll dress up the pizzas and cook them.
What you got cooking? Yeah.
Margaret Wise Brown is best known for her book Good Night Moon. One of her lesser-known children's books is called The Big Red Barn. And while Good Night Moon can seem quite repetitive, especially after the 100th bedtime reading, The Big Red Barn is not at all repetitive. It takes place on a farm, in a barn, with a lot of animals, without any kids. And it gives you a lot of time to go through what each of the animals sounds like and what the animal looks like. And even better, as the day goes, the pictures get a little less bright, a little less vivid, and they help you put your child to bed, which, as we know, is the point of a bedtime story. So please check out Big Red Barn by Margaret Wise Brown with pictures by Felicia Bond.
What you got cooking? Yeah.
All right, look what we've got, Josh.
Oh, we've got our crusts all set and ready. Just put the sauce on them already. I got the barbecue sauce on this one here.
Before we go any further, let's explain this sauce right here. This is actually canned tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
And then we dress it up. We put a little bit of herb in there. You can put some rosemary, some oregano, some basil. And then I also put some garlic and some salt and pepper.
Now we got the crushed tomatoes, then we had a little tomato paste.
Yeah, if you get crushed tomatoes, you want a thicker sauce, you add in some tomato paste, blend it up.
Oh yeah.
And you got some pizza sauce then.
But I'm going to show you what I got going on here with the barbecue, what's going to be the barbecue chicken pizza. Chris has cut me up some chicken right there. I put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top just for, give it a little extra kick.
Bombast.
And I'm going to throw some jalapenos on there. I know we like it spicy here on what you got cooking. Nope.
I'm
going to put them under the cheese.
Oh, okay, that's what all right then.
Lock in the flavor.
You from Russia? Is that,
Yeah,
are you a
I'm from
communist
Russia. I'm
Russia?
a communist.
Are you a communist?
Why am I a communist for putting my vegetables under the pizza? I don't understand you some days.
All right, well, while you do that, I'm going to dress up our deep dish. Of course, we got to have a lot of cheese. It's a coincidence that you wear red all the time, huh, Josh? And you're a Cubs fan.
Am I wearing red at all? I'm not wearing red, pal.
That's because I have to dress you. All right, so we get some cheese action going on this. You don't. I'm gonna do that.
What are you talking about?
All right, for deep dish, then I got some grape tomatoes, and this is just gonna be a big sloppy Grabowski type pizza. Gonna have a lot of flavors on it. Definitely gonna be a mouthful. So we'll do the outside with these cherry tomatoes, and of course I bought a big stick of pepperoni and sliced it up myself. I mean, we're talking real thick pepperonis here. And we'll cover the whole thing with pepperoni then.
Just want to toss me that cutting board over here and start putting that chicken on.
The chicken?
Chicken.
Poulet in French.
Poulet.
Yeah.
I believe pollo in Spanish.
Is that right?
That's right.
Get a little bilingual action here on what you got cooking. Actually, trilingual.
Trilingual.
All right, so now I got this pepperoni going. Josh, you want to hand me the bowl of goodness?
Oh, if you look at those peppers.
We've got orange peppers, which are real hard to come by. Green pepper, red pepper, and then purple onion.
It's the beautiful bombastic amalgamation.
All right. You pick up some weird lingo in your little road trips, huh, Josh?
Oh yeah.
Where'd you get that one from, Tennessee?
Oh, Tennessee.
Here's your basket of goodness.
Oh, thank you much.
And what I'm going to do then, let's make sure this is oregano. Oh, yeah. Take some oregano and just get it all over that pizza, get a good flavor. Now I'm going to take some shredded Parmesan cheese, or sliced Parmesan cheese, and just coat the top of that. Look at the color contrast on here.
Looks beautiful.
Same thing with you.
Looks
You want some of
beautiful.
that?
I think I'll throw some of this on.
All right. This is looking delicious. I'm going to go ahead and start on this other pizza here. Any
Sounds like a
requests,
plan.
Josh?
I don't know. I think we'll just do the run-of-the-mill, the pepperoni cheese.
Let's do it.
Some green pepper and yellow pepper.
The holy bowl of goodness.
Oh, the bowl. I can't get over how great that looks.
Yeah.
The fresh vegetables. Can't get any better.
And that's what's going to make these pizzas great. Is everything's fresh from the sauce. It's not store-bought sauce.
Oh no.
So you're not going to deal with somebody else's likes. You can dress this up. You want it spicy.
Oh.
You want it sweet. You want it thick and goopy. That's kind of a disgusting word to use, but all right. So we're going to do the mozzarella then. Get a good coat. What? You could put any spices on that barbecue chicken, like cayenne or something?
Oh yeah. You could do the cayenne, the crushed red. You know, if you wanted to break out the hot Hungarian paprika.
Oh, revisiting
Oh, yeah.
an old friend.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we'll do a little bit of pepperoni on here. Running low on pepperoni. The goblins came back, salmonella goblins, and ate up the pepperoni, but that's all right. A little bit more cheese.
I'm gonna throw a little bit of olive oil in the crust, help it crisp up.
Do a little brown action.
A little brown action.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'll dip into the bowl of goodness and see what we get. Man, it's like springtime, you know? Everything's coming together.
Oh yeah.
All right, that looks good to me. Let's pop these puppies in the onion. Let's pop them in the oven.
Now when we come back, we'll show you the finished product. We'll show you the cheese sticks, the garlic sauce, the baguette bread, and the finished product.
The pizza.
What you got cooking? Yeah.
There are plenty of books about people escaping from slavery, but very few are written by the person that actually escaped. And even fewer are as exciting as the story of William and Ellen Craft. Running 1,000 Miles for Freedom, which is written by William Craft, is the story of how he and his wife escaped from Macon, Georgia, got all the way to England, and then had the audacity to move back to the US. Their plan was simple. Ellen, who was a tall woman who could pass for white, pretended to be a man, a white man, who was the master of William, who was her husband. Are you following this so far? They went all the way up north without anybody finding their plan out, and then went over to England. Now, this is a story that you don't hear very often. Excellent story. Please read something other than Martin Luther King for Black History Month, or something other than Harriet Tubman. This is a very, very good story written in their own words. Check it out, Running 1,000 Miles for Freedom, The Escape of William and Ellen Craft from Slavery by William Craft.
What you got cooking? Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Look at this treasure trove of goodness, Josh.
It's looking beautiful here.
Oh man, look at the barbecue chicken came out delicious.
Barbecue
the
chicken.
deep dish is a deep dish of wonderful surprise.
Oh man.
This is, I mean, it's going to be good. It's shaped like a skull, but
A little bit.
but it's all right,
Get
right?
into a theme here.
Yeah.
Got the garlic sauce and the baguette bread and the cheese sticks. Just everything came out beautifully. I think we're pretty happy with
I'm
the outcome.
really happy with it, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into it.
Oh man.
This one's going to be a mouthful.
All right, but we'll see you next time here on What You Got Cooking.
What you got cooking?
What you got cooking? He's a hell of a guy, yeah. Chris Boston's alright. The recipe's a delight, yeah. When you got cooking on your mind and you got nothing but time now, baby, don't worry, toss out that old baloney. Now you're working overtime. What you got cooking?